As we move forward into the future, it's natural to wonder what lies ahead. What will the world look like in 10 years? 50 years? Even 100 years? While no one has a crystal ball, we can make educated guesses based on current trends and patterns. In this video, we will explore some predictions for the future of the United States over the next 100 years. From advancements in technology to shifts in politics and society, we will examine how the United States might evolve and change over time. So sit back and enjoy this exciting journey into the future of the USA. The concept of predicting the future has been around as long as humans have been able to think and imagine. From ancient oracles to modern-day futurists, people have attempted to forecast what lies ahead in various aspects of life, from politics to technology to social trends. Predicting the future is not just a fun intellectual exercise, it can also be a valuable tool for decision-making and planning. Businesses, governments, and individuals all use predictions about the future to anticipate trends and prepare for potential challenges and opportunities. However, predicting the future is not an exact science. There are countless variables and unknown factors that can impact the trajectory of events. And even the most accurate predictions are subject to change based on the actions and decisions of people and organizations. With that said, exploring predictions for the future can be a fascinating and insightful exercise. It can spark imagination, creativity, and critical thinking. And while we can never know for sure what the future holds, we can use the insights gained from predictions to shape a better tomorrow. The future of the USA is a topic that has been widely discussed and debated for years. In this animated video, we take a look at predictions for the next 100 years. The predictions cover a range of topics, from technological advancements to political changes and everything in between. One of the most significant changes predicted is the rise of automation and its impact on the job market. With automation set to take over many jobs, there will be a significant shift in the workforce, with many people having to adapt to new roles and industries. The video also predicts significant advancements in healthcare, with the development of new treatments and technologies that will improve the quality of life for many people. However, this will also bring challenges, such as the cost of these treatments and ensuring everyone has access to them. The political landscape is also expected to change, with the potential for more diverse representation in government and a move towards a more progressive society. However, the video also highlights the ongoing challenges of climate change and the need for urgent action to mitigate its effects. Overall, the predictions for the next 100 years are both exciting and daunting, with many potential changes and challenges on the horizon. The video provides a thought-provoking overview of what the future of the USA may hold, and encourages viewers to consider the role they can play in shaping it. The technological advancements that are on the horizon will change society in ways we can't even imagine. Over the next 100 years, we'll see things like artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and quantum computing become commonplace. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is already being used in many industries, from healthcare to finance, to help automate processes and make them more efficient. We'll see even more widespread use of AI in the future, with machines becoming more intelligent and able to perform tasks that were once thought to be the sole domain of humans. Virtual reality, or VR, is another technology that will change the way we live our lives. Imagine being able to visit any place in the world, or even beyond, without ever leaving your home. VR will make this possible, and we'll see it being used in education, entertainment, and even healthcare. Quantum computing is another technology that has the potential to revolutionize the world. Unlike traditional computers that use bits to represent information, quantum computers use quantum bits, or qubits, which can exist in multiple states at once. This means that quantum computers can perform calculations that are impossible for traditional computers, which could lead to breakthroughs in fields like medicine, cryptography, and more. As these technologies become more widespread, they'll change the way we live our lives in ways we can't even imagine. The future is going to be an exciting time for technology, and we can't wait to see what the next 100 years will bring. The economic changes that are likely to occur in the next 100 years will be significant, and they will be driven by a range of factors. technological advances will continue to play a major role in shaping the economy, and we can expect to see more automation and artificial intelligence taking over many jobs that are currently done by humans. This may lead to a significant shift in the type of work that people do, and in the skills that are required to succeed in the workforce. Another major factor that is likely to impact the economy is climate change. As the effects of climate change become more pronounced, we can expect to see changes in the way that industries operate. For example, farming may become more difficult in some areas due to increased droughts and heat waves, while renewable energy may become more important as traditional energy sources become less reliable. On a more positive note, we can also expect to see the continued growth of new industries and technologies, such as space exploration, nanotechnology, and biotechnology. These emerging industries have the potential to create new jobs and drive economic growth in the coming decades. Overall, the economic changes that are likely to occur in the next 100 years will be complex and multifaceted, driven by a range of factors including technology, climate change, and emerging industries. While some industries may decline, others will rise to take their place, and those who are able to adapt to these changes will be best positioned to succeed in the future economy. Climate change is one of the most significant global challenges of our time, and its effects on the USA are already being felt. Over the next 100 years, climate change is expected to have a significant impact on the country, from rising sea levels to more frequent and intense natural disasters such as hurricanes, wildfires, and droughts. The agricultural sector, which is a major contributor to the U.S. economy, will be severely affected, and food prices are expected to rise as a result. The energy sector will also be hit hard, with an increased demand for renewable energy sources and a decrease in the use of fossil fuels. One of the most significant impacts of climate change will be on the country's infrastructure. Rising sea levels are expected to cause billions of dollars in damages to coastal cities, and many parts of the country will have to contend with more frequent and severe flooding events. However, the USA is also taking significant steps towards combating climate change. Many states have implemented policies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and the country is committed to reducing its emissions by up to 28% by 2025. There is also a growing movement towards renewable energy, with solar and wind power becoming increasingly affordable and accessible. While the effects of climate change will undoubtedly be felt over the next 100 years, there is still hope that the USA can adapt and mitigate the worst impacts of this global challenge. Population growth and demographic shifts are important factors in predicting the future of the USA. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the population is projected to reach 404 million by 2060, up from 330 million in 2020. This growth is expected to be driven by increasing diversity and the aging of the baby boomer generation. In terms of diversity, the Census Bureau predicts that by 2060, over half of the U.S. population will be made up of racial and ethnic minorities. This shift in demographics will have significant impacts on the economy, politics, and society as a whole. As the population ages, there will be increasing pressure on healthcare and social security systems. Additionally, there may be a shift in generational power dynamics, as younger, more diverse generations become the majority. These population and demographic changes will also have implications for urban planning and infrastructure development. As cities continue to grow, there will be a need for more sustainable and efficient transportation systems, housing, and public services. Overall, population growth and demographic shifts are important to consider when predicting the future of the USA and planning for its long-term success. As the United States progresses into the future, we can expect a number of cultural changes to take place. One of the most significant changes we can expect is a continued shift towards a more diverse and inclusive society. As the country becomes more diverse, we can expect to see greater representation of different cultures in media and entertainment, as well as a greater emphasis on multiculturalism in education and public life. We can also expect to see a greater emphasis on environmentalism and sustainability, as concerns about climate change continue to grow. This will likely lead to changes in the way we consume and produce goods, as well as a greater emphasis on renewable energy sources and green technologies. Another cultural change we can expect to see is a continued shift towards digital technologies and the internet. As more and more people become connected to the internet, we can expect to see greater reliance on digital communication and online communities. This will likely lead to changes in the way we work, socialize, and consume media and entertainment. Overall, the cultural changes we can expect to see in the coming years will be driven by a number of factors, including demographic shifts, technological advancements, and changing societal values. While it is impossible to predict exactly how these changes will play out, it is clear that they will have a significant impact on the future of the United States. Over the next 100 years, the political landscape of the United States will undoubtedly undergo significant changes, with each new administration bringing its own unique policies and political agendas. One potential change that could greatly impact the country is the continued shift towards a more progressive and socially conscious political climate. With younger generations becoming more politically active and engaged, and issues such as climate change, healthcare, and social justice at the forefront of political discourse, it is likely that we will see a greater emphasis on policies that prioritize the needs and well-being of the people. Another possible political change that could greatly impact the country is the continued rise of nationalism and isolationism. With the rise of populist movements and the growing divide between political ideologies, it is possible that the United States could shift towards a more inward-looking and protectionist approach, potentially leading to increased tensions with other countries and a more volatile global political climate. Regardless of which direction the political winds blow, it is clear that the next 100 years will bring significant changes to the United States, and it will be up to the people to navigate these changes and shape the future of their country. As society evolves, so do its ethical and moral standards. Over the next 100 years, we can expect to see significant shifts in these areas. For example, we may see a greater emphasis on environmental responsibility and sustainability as we continue to grapple with the effects of climate change. This could lead to widespread adoption of environmentally friendly practices and technologies, as well as a push for more stringent regulations on polluting industries. We may also see changes in our attitudes towards social issues. Issues like gender equality, racial justice, and LGBTQ+ rights have already gained a significant amount of attention in recent years, and this trend is likely to continue. As younger generations become more politically active and engaged, we may see a shift towards more progressive policies and a more inclusive society overall. Advances in technology are also likely to have an impact on our ethical and moral standards. The rise of artificial intelligence, for example, raises complex questions about the nature of consciousness and the rights of non-human entities. As these technologies become more sophisticated, we may need to reevaluate our ethical frameworks to account for these new realities. Overall, the next 100 years are likely to be a time of significant change and upheaval in many areas of society. As ethical and moral standards evolve, we will need to adapt and develop new ways of thinking about the world around us. As we come to the end of this video, it's clear that the future of the USA will be shaped by a multitude of factors, some of which are unpredictable and beyond our control. However, based on current trends and historical data, we can make some predictions about what may happen in the next 100 years. We've explored many different topics, from technological advancements to population growth, economic changes, and climate shifts. What we can say with certainty is that the USA will continue to be a major global player, with its economy and military remaining dominant. However, there will be challenges along the way, including political instability, social inequality, and environmental issues. One thing that is clear is that technology will play a major role in shaping the future of the USA. As we move towards a more digital and automated world, there will be significant changes in the job market, with some professions becoming obsolete and new ones emerging. It will be important for individuals and businesses to adapt to these changes in order to remain competitive. Another key factor in the future of the USA will be the role of government and the decisions that are made in terms of policies and regulations. This will impact everything from healthcare and education to immigration and foreign policy. Overall, the future of the USA is both exciting and uncertain. While there will be challenges along the way, there will also be opportunities for growth and innovation. It will be up to us as a society to navigate these changes and create a better future for ourselves and future generations. We hope you enjoyed our video about the future of the USA and our predictions for the next 100 years. It's always interesting to try and predict what the future has in store for us, and we hope that our video has given you some food for thought. While no one can predict the future with certainty, it's important to keep an eye on emerging trends and changes that could shape the world we live in. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts and predictions for the future of the USA as well.